I might not be living in the village, but how can I contribute as a common man to contribute towards this?
Definitely, we do have this in our culture to give back. That's what we do on like festivals, on occasions, that we give back a lot. Most of our rituals also include giving away alms to the poor, or doing charity and all that. Only thing is that we need to streamline them. What I have seen, my understanding of Indian society is that we need to be a little more organized as society. Our family units are stronger. We are organized as a family. Individuals also, to a great extent, at least the ones doing well, are organized. But as a society which wants to have its transition from what it is to a better one, this is where we need to be organized as groups and teams to work. So this social organizing the society comes from programs and meet and greet, and when we come together, when the community comes together over interactions, and it happens. It takes its due course of time, but only that we need to come out, meet frequently, and this organization, some or the other team, somebody needs to take the lead. Here what we do in Utthishta Bharat is we have two means. One is through our trainings we do it. The other is through advocacy. So people who have little time and can spare only little time, for them we take the original idea of India. We promote the idea of India, that is organizing our society towards this transition. When we say Vishwaguru, we cannot be like this and become a Vishwaguru. We need to be a little more organized. I think way more organized. So there we use our advocacy, and on the other end we use trainings. For those who want to work more on themselves, or those who can give a little more commitment, we rope in them for our training programs.
Okay. So can you give an example of something which has worked, can you think of anything to assure that, this is going to work?
I mean, we can see that this is the new normal now, whether we accept or not, whether we realize or not. But what happens when we accept and realize is, we become pioneers today and leaders tomorrow. We see Zoho. There are multiple examples I can cite from Zoho itself. So we are here in Austin. So when they got a land in Austin, and when the pandemic came in, they converted the land that they got for their office into a small mini village setup. They did agriculture there, they stayed there, they had food there, and they also shared their food with the food bank of the city here, the excess food. They have their headquarters in Chennai. They also operate from Zoho. I mean, they operate from Madurai and Theni. We have Sridhar Vembuji, also got one of the highest awards by the government of India, recognizing his contribution to the society. They are opening over 10 rural setups for engineers to make these softwares and all that. We see people from California and Bay Area, moving to rest of US. We see US citizens taking dual citizenship and going to villages in Europe. And for the most course of work from home, we have seen many Indians from Hyderabad, Pune, Bengaluru, Gurgaon, Noida, going back to their hometowns or villages and working from there. So there is the scope, and we do have proof of operation. We have seen so many such instances, not one and not in one place. So tapping in this, taking our inspiration from an idea from this, working on it towards having functional, flourishing rural areas. This is the intent.
Okay. So now coming to the point that you are here in the US. So how can a NRI, somebody who's here, contribute to the village development, the initiative that we are talking about?
There are multiple ways in which they can engage. One such way is using their network influence in their villages to enroll people on our program. They can nominate youth to our program. That is our training programs of the Gram Swarajya module. The other is they can act as mentors, wherein they can do hand-holding of these youth. Say you adopt a village, you take responsibility for 5 to 10 youth from the village. You send them for the training. Once they are back, you have trained youth and grassroots workers. We can together coordinate. We'll be a knowledge partner, and you can be the executive head of the project. And when I say executive head, it's not like a full-time thing. Maybe an hour or two per week. So you inspire the youth, you do hand-holding, and see to that they implement these small tasks. We have a set of over 100 tasks that can be done. Every week, one small action of giving back to the village to bring in a positive change in the village and improving the standard of living or quality of living of the village. If I can say a cleanliness drive, a plantation drive. As when we were kids, we had this trees with fruits and all that. Nowadays, it is only for the shade purpose or for greenery and landscaping. So instead of that, we can work on having fruit-bearing trees, that saplings being given away to all, homes of the village, houses of the village. There are several such things, cleanliness, cleaning a temple or working on a water body, desilting it, if there are, say, some small tanks or wells. When the group comes together, I'm sure so many ideas will come in, and working on them, one idea per week or 2 ideas per week as feasible, working towards betterment of the village. And over a year, over 50 weekends, you see that so many things have changed in the village.